Hi, I'm Erin Stutland, and today we are talking about affirmations and if they actually work. As you may know, I teach a class called Shrink Session, which is essentially a combination of cardio dance mixed with kickboxing, mixed with positive affirmations. Yes, we are actually saying positive affirmations out loud while we're working out, and I know that is a little bit weird, and people often ask me, Erin, do positive affirmations actually make a difference? So today I wanted to share with you a personal story of how I first started using affirmations to change a very limiting belief that I knew was holding me back. The summer between my freshman and sophomore year of college, I came to New York to participate in a summer dance intensive. Now, I was coming from Chicago, where I felt like I was more like a big fish in a small pond. And as soon as I got to New York, it was very clear that I was a very small fish in a very big pond. The dancers that I was dancing with were outstanding. I mean, these were some of the best dancers in the entire world. Every day they would come to class ready to go, standing front and center, ready to take on whatever choreography came their way. And then there was me, standing in the very back of the room, afraid to move to the front of the room because I was overwhelmed, I was intimidated, and I really believed that I just wasn't good enough. One of the biggest things that I struggled with at that time was picking up combinations fast enough. Now, you may or may not know anything about dancing, but the ability to pick up movement quickly is one of your greatest assets as a dancer. So choreographers love when a dancer can pick something up really quickly, whether it's in a class or an audition or in a rehearsal. And this was the one area that I was really struggling with. I also knew that if I was going to fulfill my dream of becoming a professional dancer, that I was going to have to figure this area out. How can I figure out how to pick up combinations faster when I just feel like I can't do it and I'm not good enough? So I decided to do a little experiment. Every day before I went to dance class, I would get my little cup of tea and I would take my little journal and I would sit down and I would write affirmations. And the affirmations started with, I pick up combinations easily and effortlessly. And I would repeat this affirmation over and over and over again on my paper. I would just keep writing it. And then I would let the affirmation evolve to, I pick up combinations easily and effortlessly. I see movement and I get it. I feel confident when I'm in the dance studio. I feel focused. I feel centered. I can do anything. I'm willing to stand in the front row. And I would let the affirmation just continue to evolve. But it really started with, I pick up combinations easily and effortlessly. I noticed that on the mornings that I would spend the time writing, I would go into dance class feeling centered and focused and confident, and I was picking up the combinations easily and effortlessly. It was almost like it was magic. I actually, in all honesty, couldn't believe how easy it was getting as the summer went on. What was amazing to me is spending this 10 or 15 minutes every day really turned my greatest weakness into my greatest strength as I moved on to become a professional dancer. Now, here's the thing I want to share with you about the writing experience. It wasn't that I was just writing it down mindlessly, but I was actually moving myself into a meditative state while I was writing. So I would stay in the flow and I would get more and more relaxed. So when I was in this relaxed state, I was dropping new ideas into my subconscious. The results were pretty remarkable. So now I have an assignment for you. Are you ready? Okay, I want you to think about something that you desire, something that you want to see manifest in your life. And it could be anything in the area of career, of finances, of body, or of health. What is something that you really want to see happen in your life? Have you got it? I know you've got something amazing. Okay, now that you know what you want, I want you to think for a moment. Is there any fear, any doubt, any negative belief that comes to mind that you think might be in the way of you getting exactly what you want? So for example, if my desire was that I wanted to be a professional dancer, the fear or the doubt that I knew that was in the way was I just can't pick up combinations fast enough. What's yours? I want you to go ahead and write it down. Ready for the next piece? Now what you're going to do is you're going to look at this fear, doubt, or negative belief, and I want you to go ahead and turn it into a positive affirmation. Now I'm sure you've heard of positive affirmations, I'm sure you've worked with them before, but just to state it again, a positive affirmation is a positive statement, and I want you to write it in the present tense as if it already exists. And use some feeling words. So how would it make you feel? Would it make you feel inspired or alive or in love or confident? Okay, now we're going to do a little experiment. I love experiments. I want you to take out your little journal or your notebook, and I want want you to set your timer for 10 to 15 minutes. And I want you to take this affirmation and begin to write it over and over and over again. Do not stop your pen from moving for those 10 to 15 minutes. And if you want, you can let the affirmation evolve into something else, just like I did with the combinations. You can kind of just let it evolve, but I want you to see if you can move yourself into a state. Now, I have one rule about this exercise. If you're sitting down and you're writing and you find yourself that you're just in a negative state and you can't seem to shift it, you're feeling funky, you're not feeling great, I want you to close your book and put it away and come back to the exercise when you're feeling a little lighter. Go ahead and practice this experiment a couple times a week and see if you also can create some sort of miraculous shift in your life about any negative thoughts or beliefs that you might be having. I've got one more idea for you. I want you to come on over to erinstutland.com and I want you to go ahead and leave me a comment. I want you to tell me, 1, what is the desire that you have? 2, what is the fear or negative belief that you might have around it? And 3, what is your new affirmation? Because when you kind of out yourself, things begin to shift. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. And as always, come back to erinstutland.com. Make sure you sign up so that you can receive videos just like this into your inbox every week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.